Hello and welcome back to Adventure's Edge, Heroes of the Vale, episode 23.
Yeah, 23.
I've been excited all week.
I am feeling 23.
Who thought we would ever make it? Here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. It has been a fun ride, and now we'll have a violent end.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we've had the violent beginning and middle
Let
too.
there be blood.
I don't know. I mean, things have been kind of tame. How are you guys feeling?
Wait,
How are you feeling?
they've been tame?
We had like...
You tried to kill us with a cauldron.
That's true.
Yeah.
That was like your first
that's how it
act.
started.
Yeah, that's your opening volley was killing us with a cauldron. And
Not completely trying to defend the DM, but someone tried to punch it.
No. I punched the skeleton lady.
Oh, yes.
That is completely different.
Yes.
And yet somehow related. But that was
It wasn't related.
That was a long time
I was
ago.
vindicated.
So much has happened since then.
All right.
How are you all feeling, though?
Ready. Let's
yeah,
go.
let's
Feeling
do
ready?
this.
Surrounded by murder.
I just wanted to kind of get how you're feeling now so that we can touch base here in 60 minutes to see how you're feeling then.
I think there's a lot of angst right now of just wanting, because there's been so much buildup about these goblins, and they've decided their own fate for us. You know, we were kind of given this idea that we don't have to hurt them if we don't want, but they decided they chose violence. So I think, because I don't think we can go back from this. We can't have like say, oh, parlay. It's like it's on.
You can always do whatever you want to try. But you're right. There was a lot of buildup, especially, listening to it, editing it. Oh, each episode, it's like, are we almost there? We're almost there. And here we are,
Yep.
the eruption. So I'm going to try to just keep the pace going. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to start by hijacking the recap by just saying, I know the surprise look on your faces. Last episode, you guys infiltrated the Goblin base. Using stealth, perception, intuition, you bypassed a bevy of my deadliest traps, and to my disappointment, but to your skills and abilities, here you are. You've penetrated the depths of the Goblin warrens. You've reached the main cave. You've spotted dangling in a cage Unda, the river fairy. Zinnia raced across the room to see her, and you heard something above you. Up on a ledge 30 feet above. As you're all taking positions, we're just going to start. I mean, we are here. People have wanted action. They've been crying for it, and now it's time for some actual crying. So, you're in a vast cave. You can't see the walls or the ceiling beyond the edges of your light. Zinnia, you have flown out to the center of the room where there's this kind of stone column rising up from the floor like 30 feet tall, with a piece of timber lashed to the top. And that timber has a pulley system that is connected to the cage, which is now dangling. You're flittering there next to this stout, like 4-foot square cage where Unda is sort of listlessly sitting there inside the cage. There is a dim fire illuminating the room where there is a goblin stirring in the middle. And we're just going to start with you because you're to my left. You took the initial action of darting to the middle. And we're probably not going to stop initiative for the entire session. Go. What do you want to do?
I want to see if I can see how to open the cage and let Unda out.
You see the cage has a door on one side. The cage is a combination of, looks like maybe iron bars and a wood frame, and the door has a padlock. And it looks pretty sturdy.
Then I will try to pick the lock.
Okay. So you sort of flittering there in the middle of the darkness, you pull out your lockpick and begin working on it. You figure it is going to take you more than a single action to pick it, but go ahead and give me your first check.
That is a 19.
That is fantastic. You just jab it in there, your little fingers are working frantically. You see Unda start to stir, her green eyes looking up at you, and there's a look of confusion, and you feel the little lock start to turn, but you just didn't quite get it. But that's impressive. All right, Trunk. Yeah, you mentioned something about goblins and chaos ensuing. So we had left off you looking at where you're at here. You're kind of the farthest from the melee. You just kind of emerged from that narrow cave and you finished stretching out. You can see kind of to the south, to your left, the cave narrows back into the passage that probably winds back around to maybe connect where you entered. And then to your right, it just opens up into this huge cave. You can easily stand here where you're standing. It's about 20 feet tall, but you can see the ceiling just rise up out of sight in the darkness as it gets closer to the middle of the room. Somewhere to the west, to your left, I'm just going to assume anyway, up, you can hear shuffling, and there's a shouting goblin up on a ledge out of sight. He's about 30 feet up there. And even with your illumination, I mean, because you can't see beyond the top of the ledge and you can't see, the ceiling, but you can hear him. Other than that, Zinni has darted out and Daerun and Tommy have kind of moved along the ledge. What do? You're standing there with your spear.
So I'm hearing threatening sounds from goblins, but I don't currently see any, correct?
The only goblin, assuming that you move marginally, you will see the goblin in the center of the room. He was, I'm assuming you're going to move. I'll make that assumption, but you can start doing what you will. Because, he was kind of nestled in by the fire. But that is going to be the only one you immediately hear or see. Well, see. The one you hear is out of sight.
Okay. Let's see. Far away is Zinnia here.
Yeah, and at this point, Zinnia is like 40 feet away from you. Or 50 feet away from you, actually.
Well, let us make that less 50 feet. I'll walk up next to Daerun, and I will cast Bless on the party.
All right. You move up, spread your arms wide, and say your prayer out, and everybody suddenly feels kind of a wash of hope and joy flow through your body.
Anxiety, is that what it blesses?
Hope, anxiety, two halves of the same coin.
Okay, you are all blessed. Tommy, you're feeling encouraged and also probably a little bit worried about what's going on. You had moved ahead and you're at the base of this rock. You're standing next to a rope ladder that is attached to the rock face with peatin, so it's pretty sturdy. And you can hear the goblin at the top.
Yep, I'm going to go up that ladder.
All right, you got to start climbing up. Awesome. Then, let's see, you can climb up at half your base rate. So if you just did a double move, you could climb all the way up. Then I am going, and actually, just for your benefit, everybody's, I've abandoned dynamic lighting, and I'm just doing reveals. So there you go. So Tommy, you climb up the ladder. You can see there's a 5-foot ledge, and it's about 15 foot long. And there is a goblin up there who is, looks like he had just finished loading his crossbow. And he's, with you basically at the top of the ladder, he is a full space away. So he's like 8 feet from you.
Sure.
Looking at you wide-eyed in the gloom.
Okay. That's what I do.
Daerun. Tommy has scampered up the ladder.
So I can see the goblin by the fire.
You can see him. He is definitely stirring.
Does he truly have big ears?
He's got big floppy ears.
Okay. I am going to cast Acid Maw and Corda and say, go get him, girl.
All right. So you reach out, you touch your brave wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Her maw begins to drip acid. And
she's going to come up right there.
She's just going to charge forward, leaping forward like 30 feet towards Big Ears. Mm-hmm. He's bringing his weapon up, and she's
going to make an attack if she would.
Yes, an attack
do?
would be appropriate.
Yes, that would be appropriate in this moment. Cold dice.
Yeah, cold dice. He is flat-footed.
Well, it's going to be an 12 to hit.
A 12 to hit does not hit the
Oh.
flat-footed big ears.
And then I still going to make my movement.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to come up right there. And then this is a space or not. I just see a rock there, and I just don't know if it's a shared space with something.
Yeah, that's a space. You can
Okay.
be there. It's like a rock,
Sure.
where they can sit
Sure.
around the fire.
That's my turn.
Okay, so Daerun and Quarter have moved to the center of the room, closest to Zinnia, adjacent to Big Ears by the fire. Trunk and Tommy are still to the south end of the room, and Zinnia is frantically trying to get the cage open. And now the goblins begin to act. So Tommy, you hear, I don't know if you can see his name. I put their name labels just because they're not wearing name tags, but
Hello, my name is.
hello, my name is Big Nose. You see a stout goblin with a bulbous nose has just finished loading his crossbow, and he basically points it at your face, and he's going to attempt to do you harm.
Okay.
Well, this is happening. That is a natty 20.
Okay.
Oh my, this is not a good way to start. Oh my God.
Not Tommy's face.
All right. Actually then, so that is gonna be some damage. Big ears, let's see. Big nose crossbow. Ooh, that is not great. So
Alas, poor Tommy. We knew him for like 18 days.
that is going to be 16 points of damage as the bolt rips into your body. Probably not your face, but definitely into your shoulder, penetrating your boiled armor. You're gonna have a hole there in your leather armor. You're gonna have to patch later.
Sure.
And pain tears
more
through you.
More worried about the hole in your shoulder.
Okay. That's the opening volley. So Daerun Accorda, Big Ears has managed to get he got his scimitar out, and he's also shouting to the darkness all around you. I'm going to illuminate a little bit more.
Kind of hoping they understood irony, and Big Ears actually had very small ears,
I mean, it's not like
a tall
he
guy
introduced
is
himself.
nicknamed Shorty. They just
He didn't say, "Hey, my name is Big Ears." You saw a goblin with big ears and named him
yes. Well, and he has a big nose. He has a big bulbous nose. So it'd be funnier if, he had a small nose.
It would be fun.
Just,
But I think the point is we don't know their actual names. This is
Yeah.
just how we are identifying
that's
them.
right. We're just
I think
Big Ears-
that's actually probably pretty funny. Yeah, thinking about I like that. Thank you. That's really great.
Like Big Ears, his actual name might be Frederick. We don't
Yeah.
know.
right. Well, he's Big Ears now. Because I don't understand irony.
All right. Well, Big Ears, he's feeling a bit threatened by you and Corda, but let's see. You know what? He's going to attack Corda.
No.
Yeah.
Corda.
Yeah, I know. So that is going to be Big Ears. That is only going to be a 12, though.
Unfortunately not.
All right.
Corda's more skilled than that.
One should hope so. Okay, great. Then let me grab some more people here. I mean, you do remember Fishbelly was counting with all 13 of his fingers. All right, from up on another ledge, actually out of sight from you, you probably don't even hear it. There's another goblin who has also taken his crossbow, and since you are well illuminated by the campfire, Daerun, he takes a very good aim at you.
Mm.
Yep, you're 45 feet away, and he is going to take a shot. Man, okay, that is going to be Crossbow. That is going to be a 20.
That does just barely hit.
Oh dear. Oh, that was good. Minimum damage.
Hmm.
So that is going to be 13 damage, though. No, I'm sorry.
Minimum?
I'm sorry. I just did
We
that.
need to get out of here.
Minimum damage, 13.
I slowly back out.
Sorry. I added a 0.
Oh my goodness. He added a 0.
Minimum 130 damage.
Adding zeros. Put the 0 in front.
3 damage.
There you go.
3 damage.
Wow.
All right, so he just barely wings you.
I've had worse.
Listeners, these are signs that your DM needs a Snicker bar.
Okay, so this is where you hear the little dice rolling off the screen as people are doing things out of your sight. Calculating.
Which way did it come from, at least? I can know what I guess.
It came from the west.
Okay.
Yeah, if you had seen up and to the west, you think from another ledge. Okay, so you hear noises echoing out from various parts of the cave, but you do not see or get attacked by anything else immediately. So we cycle back around, actually, real quick. So, we're back to Zinnia. Now, Zinnia, last time you didn't mention Nipper. Currently, Nipper is well out of the action back towards where you guys entered. Did you want to move Nipper from last round, or are you happy?
Okay, Nipper. Nipper will come help.
Okay, because had you wanted Nipper to follow you out, he could have done that last time.
So that's where Nipper would be from.
All right, so Nipper has moved up kind of near Quarter's flank on like the southeast side of the cave. All right, it is so it is round 2. Zinnia, you're trying to get the cage open, working the lock. Give me another check.
Well, Nipper's going to move first this time.
Oh, okay, you're gonna move again. All right.
He'll be there.
All right, so Nipper has moved up kind of on the ground below the cage.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh, the dice are giving today. So your nimble fingers twist the lock and you feel it come free in your hand.
Yay! Unda, you're free. Let me help you.
So you can see now that, you could see her before and she has perked up and she's looking at you curiously. Unda is about 3 feet tall, green skin. You can see she's
huge.
got webbed hands and feet. She's not winged. You can see that she's clearly of the aquatic nature. She's got green hair, which looks a bit like stringy and kind of dried out, dangling around, kind of just a bit of a mess. And with large eyes, kind of piercing you in the darkness. But you can see her skin just looks kind of dry and cracked. And she says, she just looks at you. Oh, are you here to save me?
Yes.
Just being transported.
She looks down, seeing it's a 20-foot drop to the floor. So you're not, what do you want to direct her to do something? Your action was getting the lock open and opening the door. She kind of leans out and looks nervously at that drop.
Nipper or catch.
You can see, Zinnia, that because I had mentioned it's a pulley, that the rope does kind of run down that timber down the side, and then there's a like a crank mounted on the floor.
Okay. So, hold on. I just assumed you had wings. I'll try to lower you down.
Okay, so you have that little pleasant initial interaction with Unda, but the door's open, and she is at least most of the way to freedom. Trunk. You heard Tommy emit some sort of noise up there.
It's kind of.
So I am going to use my movement action to go to wherever the pulley system.
Okay.
I can't tell from the diagram where that is. So
It's kind of right there. It's
Oh, I
that little
see.
brown thing there.
I see it.
All right, so you just basically zip down.
Yes.
Okay. You won't be able to turn it this round, but
Got it.
okay. Tommy. No, sorry, not Tommy. I almost skipped you. Trunk. What do you want to do?
I'll look over my shoulder and go, Tommy, was that my shoulder, good or a bad? My shoulder.
You look up. I mean, you have your light on, so you can see pretty clearly out to about 40 feet. Although, I mean, he is technically dim light to you. I mean, you could probably see the crossbow bolt.
I see an extra piercing.
Yeah. I mean, but he is, he's 25 feet, and his feet would be 25 feet from you.
Okay. Are you up on the landing, or are you just climbing up this ladder?
I've finished climbing the ladder.
All right. Well, guess I'll climb up half the way and hold my arm through one and try and mutter a spell.
Okay, so Trunk, you're going to climb up the rope ladder to try to reach Tommy, and
I have long arms.
yeah, no, that's legit. Okay. You begin climbing up the rope. I am going to do a little quick check here, though. I'm not going to require. Well, I should go ahead and. No, I'm not going to require a climb check. It is climbing a rope ladder, even though things are under duress here. You do hear the rope creak ever so slightly. Okay. However, it does not, in fact, snap. But you have a moment of worry there. So
Ladders are trollphobic.
You think things are just built for smaller people.
I mean, everything is.
Yeah. All right. So you do reach up halfway, and then you are within touching distance of Tommy's foot. You can just like grab his ankle and.
Not 100% sure if this will heal around the bolt or not, but probably better than not doing this. And I will cast a healing spell on it. And that was tragically low. 13 healing. Which I know sounds amazing, but it's tragically low for what I'm capable of.
I'll definitely take it.
All right. You feel a jolt of healing energy coursing up your left leg all the way up to your shoulder. And the bolt fortunately doesn't have a barbed head, and it kind of slips out of the wound, and you feel it begin to knot.
I think both of us just gotta go, you.
Like shoots out of the back a little bit. Like,
Never healing you again. Humans are disgusting.
All right.
And I think just for safety, can I slide back down to the ground? Or am I too high up?
I mean, you would still be. You could drop as a free action. You could fall, and I guess you could make an acrobatic check to not take damage.
We'll just hang on the ladder then.
Okay. All right. Speaking of disgusting humans, Tommy, you're feeling marginally better.
Yeah, I feel quite a bit better. I will. Well, I guess I should talk in my voice then. Well, I'll crack my neck and take out my sword and try to stab this goblin. Return the favor, as it was.
All right. So basically, it's functionally, you're going to do a 5-foot step onto the ledge, draw the sword, neck crackage, slicing at Big Nose.
And that is a 21 to hit.
Oh, dear. Yes. That is going to be a hit on our beloved Big Nose.
And that's 10 damage.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. That is a maiming wound to Big Nose. We're barely even getting to know you. He does not drop, but you think inside he wishes he had. As you slash him horribly across the chest, blood spraying everywhere. And he's regretting his life choices right now. But he's not dead yet.
Not yet.
Not
you can
yet.
jump off the ledge. Make your own choices.
All right, Dayrune and Corda.
So I'm going to have Corda make the move.
The move? Oh, so you command Corda to circle around, giving you flank action on Big Ears.
Mm-hmm.
So Corda and Nipper are still adjacent, and is Corda going to take a bite?
Yeah, I'm trying to get over to her sheet. Jeez, Corda, come on. 14 to hit.
Oh, dear. That does not.
Oh, the bless? Is she blessed too?
I believe it's all allies within 50 feet. So, sure.
15.
15. She nips. Oh, did you add the flank?
Plus 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried.
You think that she nips and misses by a single point.
Mm.
Ever so close.
Well, it's hammer time for Dayrune.
Hammer time.
Hammer time. Jeez Louise. Okay, no. We're just gonna.
The dice gel is already coming into play.
Yet. If it was a 1, then it's dice gel.
Okay.
I'm a little bit more of a liberal judge, you know.
All right.
I give
Just
him a second-
threatening him.
You believe in second chances?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And third and fourth. No.
We'll just get it closer.
Thank you.
Yeah, within reaching distance.
Remind them of what could happen.
So there's just something you hear in Dwarvish that unless you speak it, you don't understand it. And that's
All
my
right.
turn.
I think even if we
I
don't
speak it.
we get it.
You've heard that language on the docks before.
You're like, ow, my freaking ears.
Tommy's like, oh, jeez, Dayrune.
Sounds even worse in Dwarvish.
All right. Big Ears does not like this flanking position that you put him in. And he's going to take a 5-foot step to, let's say, the southeast to get next to Dayrune and away from Corda.
Good thing fire is my ally.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. He could try to push you in. That's kind of fun. But he will attempt to use a scimitar to good use here, but he's going to miss. So, yeah.
It's a lot of swinging around.
A lot of swinging and flashing. The lighting's not great. Everything's flickering. It's the frantic and the adrenaline's pumping in. And, the whish of the blade as it comes dangerously close, but not close enough. Now, Tommy, you are locked in mortal combat here with Big Nose, who drops that crossbow, being unloaded now. And so Big Nose, he also is going to draw a scimitar as part of his move action, and he will do what he can to get rid of you. That is only going to be a 15, though.
Nope, it doesn't do it.
Whisk. All right. That's going to be missed then. Now, okay, so we have, there's going to be another shot coming from the darkness. So, however, well, you know what? He's going to shoot at Corda since Dayrune and Big Ears are right next to each other. He doesn't have a clear shot. So, this guy up on the ledge is going to take a bead on Corda. And crossbow bolt shatters across the rocks, sending splinters farther from her.
Is there a force field around here in the middle that I'm not aware of?
Okay. You all hear a wolf, like a loud growl and some howling noises coming from like the southwest side of this large cave, but you don't see anything yet, but it sounds ominous. And people are still like, you think people might have been resting? However, let's see. This guy is going to go, he's going to start moving. So you hear some shouting from the northeast side of the cave, but nobody comes into sight yet. But Dayrune and Zinnia, you particularly hear him. Like somebody is running down what sounds like some stairs pretty close, coming out of the darkness. And that is all you guys see. So no new opponents present themselves, but you have a sense that you guys have kicked a hornet's nest and things are about to get really horrible, as if they're not already. Zinnia, you've flown down to the ground and you're next to this crank.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you're going to try to lower her down.
Yes, I'm concerned about how this might work, but sure, yes.
Well, Zinnia, you know what I need.
Yes, I'm assuming it's a dexterity check.
Intelligence check, right?
This can't be that hard for you. I mean, you're a muscular fairy. So
Remember that time you knocked that nest out all by yourself?
So it's got a nice handle there that you can grab onto and push with all your fairy might to try to crank her down.
I mean, is there, can I use my knowledge of physics to help me?
The great physics teaching you received in the trees.
If you only had a lever, you could move a mountain?
Just say it. You could just cut the rope. She'll come
Oh,
down.
no, I don't want to kill her. I think I'd have better luck just telling her to jump onto Nipper than to like just
And
cutting
then
the
Nipper and her die.
Nipper has 10 hit points now.
I mean, to be fair, you don't think that she would die by just dropping 20 feet. It would, I mean, she might blow out an ankle, but
Okay, here comes my strength check. Hmm. Yep. That is a 7.
okay. I genuinely have a DC 7 on this.
Yay!
Genuinely. I was actually worried you were even able to get that though. It is going to take 3 rounds to lower her at this rate.
Oh, actually, I forgot that my temporary modifier is in strength. So, no, it's still the same. Never mind.
All right. Well, one thing that you're starting to learn a little bit is that goblins are, I mean, at least these, I mean, they're into engineering. They've created some interesting contraptions, and this is a well-oiled little crank. And,
Yay.
yeah. So it does move easier than you imagined, but you are basically kind of like flying in a little loop. And you're just zzz.
Okay.
You're gonna take like one round to like center yourself afterwards.
Well, I will tell Unda to jump when she feels like she's low enough.
Okay. Okay. Then did you want Nipper to do something?
I guess Nipper can't help with this.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's not going to move any faster.
Okay.
Okay.
Then that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Then Trunk, you're hanging from the slightly creaking rope ladder.
Yep. Tommy, you got that up there? I can't hear your nod, so I'll assume that's a yes.
Well, I can't talk until it's my turn, so
Oh, you can. You can shout out. You can.
well-
You can exchange a line. I mean, you hear 2 people tussling up there with blades. So
yep, I'm
Sounds
great.
Natural enough.
I could do it.
Okay. Well, I will climb down and then start heading north towards the rest of the scuffle. How many feet does it take to get down to the bottom?
I mean, basically, you're climbing down 15 feet. So that is, I mean, that's one of your move actions. So then you can get to the bottom and then move.
Okay.
I mean, you could get up next to Daerun or next to Big Ears or wherever you wanted to be.
Yeah, no, we're not going to go that way.
Hmm.
We'll head this direction to assist with Zinnia, and along the way, I'm going to cast a spell, touch myself, and my already gray skin turns somehow grayer.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Then as you move towards the west side of the cave, you are illuminating. I'm going to let's do a little more reveal here. You can see kind of on the south, you're coming out, there's another rock formation over there. You see that there's like a wooden cart, but you don't quite see, well, you could probably just see the west wall. So that's it. So you've moved kind of in the center of the room, just a bit to the west of the campfire.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Then that is going to be your turn, and we're back to Daerun. We're back to Tommy.
All right, I'm gonna try to stab him again.
Finish off the old big nose.
That is a 14. Oh, I have bless. What's bless?
+1.
15.
Oh, so close. He manages at the last second to parry the blade that would have ended his life, and you just miss him.
Okay.
All right.
Nipper, move. Or Corda, move. Sorry, I don't give command to foxes. It's one of my bugaboos. Afraid of foxes. You didn't know about that, huh?
All right. So
Tell Corda to get behind flank again.
all right, circling around in this
You know,
death spiral with Big Ears in the middle.
that was the different die, though.
Yeah, you know,
I can't put
You-
one that I just did though.
Yeah, but
Maybe
you
just
got
a
to
little-
make an
saw the way the
example.
other
Maybe
ones
scared.
were.
Do a little, scared straight. Throw it in jail really quick, and then see.
Okay. Yeah. No, I get what you're
Scared
saying.
Well, that's still 16 doesn't do it.
No, 16 does do
Oh,
it.
does it?
16 is the
Well, with
target.
a bless. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So that quarter gets him?
Corda gets him finally.
Okay. Whew. So quarter takes a big chomp out of his butt
And
with that acidic maw.
Yeah. So that's going to be Corda. Get your sheet up here. So that's 5 points of bite damage, and it's going to be 1 point of acid damage.
Okay. Ow. He shrieks in pain. So he calls again for help, Chief. Help us.
And then I've got my hammer. No dice.
No dice.
Wow.
All
Yeah, I think you're right.
right. Well, he's quarter got a big chunk of meat out of that. So he's not doing well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing
But
else to report.
he is desperate. And, he's thinking that, so he's going to retreat. He's going to take a 5 foot step away from Daerun
Mm-hmm.
and do what he can to get rid of this wolf who's now got a piece of his butt in its mouth. Panic has set in. He's lost his footing and his training. Can't hit you with the scimitar. But speaking of desperate, Big Nose, realizing, everything's on the line here. He's gonna try to run you through, Tommy. Oh, that's a 17.
Nope.
Oh, well, Big Nose, we hardly knew ye. That was his chance. Okay, then we've got the our mysterious archer firing from the darkness. Now he's got a new target presented to himself, so he's going to take a bead on this towering troll who's now filling up the middle of the room here. Aims carefully, and that is definitely not going to hit our trunk. That's going to be an 11.
Oh no, what was that?
Yeah, it goes wide.
You should probably give up over there.
But they are not going to give up. So, Trunk, give me well, you don't need a perception roll. You hear the growls as a large wolf carrying a mounted goblin come running into the room just to your southwest. And basically, it comes running up, and he's still about 25 feet away from you. And the wolf kind of pauses and snarls. And the goblin is he's got a short bow. You can see it. Nice little horn bow there. And he sees you illuminated in the light, and he's going to take his shot. Nope. That is going to be a 16 at the trunk.
That will fail.
That will fail. Arrow goes wide.
It plinks off of my skin.
Very curious what you've done. I guess we're going to find out here in a moment. But you hear the sounds of a second wolf moving just at the peripheral of your vision. It seems to be circling up, and you can see it just sort of appear, its head in the dim light over there coming around that cart. And I don't know, you might be feeling a little worried. Perhaps not. Perhaps you're supremely confident. All right. Another goblin comes running this time from the northeast side. And he is coming down these stairs. This is coming in near Daerun. And he appears at the peripheral of Daerun's vision, just within like a couple steps away from Nipper there. And he's shouting angrily. And you still hear more noises and shouts coming around from pretty much all directions. Oh, anxiety's high. Zinnia, we're back to you. Round 2 of 3 to keep this wheel a-turning.
Can you jump yet?
At least one more turn, please. I'm so weak.
All right, I keep turning the wheel.
Give me a strength check.
8. Wait, do I get a +1 for the bless on this?
No.
Oh. an 8.
Unless you're afraid.
I'm very afraid. The wheel is scary. It goes so fast. No, it's an 8.
Okay, no, that's perfect.
All right.
So yeah, she's at the point 2/3 of the way down, and she'll jump after you finish moving. She will weakly jump out. Oh,
Let's watch her break her ankle.
Nipper will catch you.
Evolution of fairies is she's atrophied. Well, she's got strong legs because she swims, right? So she should be able to land pretty well.
all right. I'm putting Unda out of the cage and onto the map here. Let's give her a little. There you go. You can all see Unda now. Can you all see Unda now?
Yes,
Mhm.
we can
Okay.
see Unda.
Mhm.
All right.
Yay, Unda.
Oh, her nameplate's not showing. There we go.
No, I don't see it. But it doesn't matter. Oh, there it is. Okay.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, she lands hard, rolling terribly on her acrobatics and falls prone. And she's like, oh, ow.
Nipper, protect Unda. That'll go well.
The brave Nipper looking at this really oddly muscular goblin that's come running down these stairs way too close to him. All right, our weirdly gray-skinned trunk now. What do you do? You see, yeah, the goblins are hitting the fan.
Behind. Do we want to just tell Unda to get out of here? We'll follow her, or are we going to continue with this fighting? Looking at you, Zinnia, give me an answer.
Why is this
Because
my
you're the one
decision?
shouting orders. Come on, let's go.
Strategic retreat. Strategic retreat.
And I will go 1, 2, 3.
I don't know why y'all didn't just parlay in the first place, but whatever.
I mean, in fairness, we came in, they screamed, we assumed they were going to attack us, and then Daruun started it. So, who knows? Either way, right now, I'm going to go up and scoop up Unda.
Okay. Then, yeah, you boom, 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 run to the middle of the room and easily pick up her frail form into your capable arms.
Okay. What level of action is that?
I mean, you could still move another 15 feet.
Right.
Because you got a base rate of 30.
Yep.
Yeah. Because
Okay, so scooping her up is an action, though.
Yeah.
Okay. And we are just going to start hidden this way.
Okay. I will just put her in the space adjacent to you, but she's occupying your space.
Yep.
In case that matters for other strategic stuff. Okay. The fairy is on the move.
When we get to this point, I'll just tell her if she can. I point to the corridor where we came. Just run that way. The path out will be really easy. Look for the giant scuff marks all along the way.
I mean, okay. So you say these words to her. She's still a little bit disoriented and you're not sure if she can see in the dark. I mean, there's a lot of things going on here, but Tommy.
I'm going to try to stab this goblin.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's might be a critical. Oh yeah, that's a critical.
Nice.
So then I gotta confirm it, right?
You don't have to confirm. Did you roll a natty 20?
No, a 19, and it crits on a 19 or 20. Oh, that's max. So that's 12, 24 damage.
Wow.
Remember that time you had a head?
How did you imagine Big Nose going out, Tommy?
Me probably just on the top of his head, slicing his big nose in twain to make two smaller noses.
Oh.
All right. Well, with 24 points of damage, it's more than his nose. It is probably his skull all the way down through his nose as you split most of his head in twain. Then, and he drops. Like his sword clatters to the ground, and he is very, very dead.
And then, so I've heard one of the goblins speak, right?
Yeah.
So what are the chances that I would be able to use that, that sweet linguistic skill that I've invested so heavily to say like a goblin, like they're behind us or something as a free action?
You're trying to dupe them?
Yeah, basically I'm just trying to distract them for a moment by sounding like a goblin and saying, they're behind us.
Okay.
Because I've heard their speech patterns a little bit.
Yeah. No, I'm
And that's
just
kind of my thing.
okay. And you, but you're going to speak it in common.
Well,
Just
they were
to-
speaking in common.
Yeah, you definitely heard them speak common.
Yep.
Or yeah. All right. Sure. Give me make a linguistic check. We'll do that.
That's a nat 20, so that's a 28.
Okay.
All the rest are wait, we're behind them?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I was trying to understand what you were actually trying to convey, but you're just trying to be confusing, it sounds like.
Yeah. It's confusing. They all just woke up. They're storming down here, and I'm in the area that one of their lookouts was.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to, and they presumably I couldn't see him, so they can't see up here. So I
Right.
just want to be distracting to them. Maybe give us just a little bit of a head start.
Okay. You shout that out and you feel like you did it about as convincingly as you could.
Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay. Did you want to start moving?
Well, I attack, so really I can only take a 5-foot step, right?
No, you could still do move action. Basically you cut him down and you could start climbing down if you wanted. Or you could, leap 30 feet down and hope for the best.
Well, like a 5-foot step is before you attacked.
Do I see this lever?
Yeah.
Then I will stand by the lever.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
That is... it's 13.
All right. Yeah. So I don't know if you, not Tommy, had deduced that there was something oddly going up there, but because that text is not visible, is it?
No,
Okay.
no, but my video game senses were tingling because there was something that's a different color on the map.
Is it glowing?
All right. So you pause after shouting out to look at this lever, and you can see that it is another contraption, and there is a rope running up to the ceiling with another pulley that goes across the ceiling to the other side about 20 feet. You with your perception, you didn't quite puzzle it out, but you can see some netting or something over there. And
Sure.
yeah, you're pretty sure that this is some sort of defensive.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hang out there.
Okay, perfect. All right, Dayrune.
So Corda's going to make a bite.
All right.
My goodness.
It's
Natty one.
Yeah, that's just disappointing.
So I don't know. That is a 16 with the so that's at least.
All right, so Corda just misses. Yeah. Nips the tip of her tongue, and
Well, the 16, does that hit?
No, but I just confirmed not to.
Oh, not
Fumble.
to fumble. Oh,
Correct.
got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No. This is. And I am going to then tell Corda to retreat. I am going to cast a spell on the gentleman at the doorway.
the new one that's running down these
Yep.
stairs over there.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I'm going to have you do a fortitude save.
That's fun. Oh, what's the DC?
15.
That is gonna be an 11. So he fails. What happens?
Well, you are ensnared. Basically, areas of earth and stone act as a snapping quagmire that pulls you down and damages it as if it's been moving through such terrain. Oh, geez, really? You take 1 point of damage. And then, unless you have burrow.
Burrow.
And I think it would be that you're in rough terrain as well. And that's for 3 rounds.
Okay.
So you can get out of it, but if you are in that, if you stay in that, that's damage each round.
Okay.
the way I
But
read
is he's ensnared?
Yeah, it doesn't. It says areas of earth and stone floor act as a snapping quagmire that pulls target down and damages it as if it's moving through such terrain. The target is a creature. It treats all areas of earth and stone it moves through as difficult terrain.
Okay.
It's just one creature or intended object, so it's not like it's an area spell. I didn't read it. Furthermore, for each 5 feet a creature moves through such areas, it takes 1d6 points of damage. So it doesn't. It's not like an area. I don't see any area, right? You see a target, but I don't see any area. I see a range.
All right. I have to look that one up. What's it called?
It's called Binding Earth.
All right. We will
Unless it's
pause
something different
momentarily.
in your adventure.
That is not one I made up. That is Binding Earth. Okay, real quick. One creature or unattended object. Close. I see.
But they make it sound like it's a large area, right?
Yeah, but it's just that one person.
Right.
For every 5 feet you move, though, how do you determine?
Oh, no. It just affects the creature itself. So
Right.
as he moves,
He's in rough terrain until
like it's like
dispelled.
the earth is actually just attacking him.
Okay. Well, that's that. And he's in considered rough terrain, so.
So if he comes pursuing you, for each feet he moves, he will take 1d6 points
Correct.
of damage.
1 point in this case. So there you
Well,
go.
yeah, but fine. But he was about to move, though.
Yeah. And I am going to kind of look around back my shoulder, and I heard the retreat, and I'm going to take, just step back right here, just so I can see Corda still.
Okay, and he obviously
my
doesn't know that the Earth is going to do that. So, all right. So so neat. So quarter, you had quarter attack. You gave her the
misses,
command.
yep.
You cast your spell.
Yep.
So you're done.
Yep.
All right, then we'll just tag off of that then, because that guy is going to charge. So strong arm here will come running. So he will. So his first 5 feet that he moves, he's going to realize the ground is like attacking him. So he'll take 1d6 damage.
3.
Okay, but it's every
Every 5 feet.
Yeah. For each 5 feet, a creature moves.
for 3 rounds. Oh, that's horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
The question is, does he realize it's going to continue, or does he think, oh, that was just this area?
It doesn't say anything about any kind of, intelligence save.
no, I would have to. I mean, honestly, if it was happening to me, I would probably try to keep running away
Right.
at a panic. Like the Earth is just like jabbing up in spikes, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get out of here." So yeah, he would.
And he gets half movement because he's in terrain. Right? Like, the way
Yeah.
he's in the
So
terrain.
he basically can move. Yeah, he'll move another. So roll in with another 1d6.
Makes you
3
almost
again.
want to haste them so they kill themselves faster.
Yeah, it would be better if it wasn't difficult terrain.
So yeah, he's like, oh, just you sure that he's cursing in Goblin as he's like, the ground is attacking me. But he manages to get up next to Big Ears, adjacent to Corda. I mean, he will. That's as far as he can. Well, he could do 5 more feet.
Yeah, do it.
He does actually. I am gonna have him move 5 more. He was thinking that he was gonna try to get flanked, but
1.
This is how the other side lives, Dad.
Yes.
Goblin's like, wow, the
Move it a little
earth
bit
keeps hurting.
further towards me, Jeff. What kind of radius do you have?
It's not great.
that I don't think I've ever even read that spell. That is really interesting.
I got some stone spells that are going to be fun.
They have a similar spell in one of the other systems that turns a massive area into that, and it's just like
This
horrifying.
does have at a higher level, but I'll never see that.
Aw.
Well, that's just the case, guys.
Okay, well, strong arm. He's got a. He's got a really nice looking battle axe, like a war axe that he's coming out with, and he is going to attempt to chop down there on Corda. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's another natty 20.
Corda does have a lot of hit points because I built her that way, so we're okay.
Okay, so just a single max. Oh my gosh, this is something today, huh? All right, so that is, however, going to be 11 points of damage as she chops down. Oh, not 11. Sorry, I got to roll for the other.
Carry
Base
the
11.
again.
Carry the 1.
So she confirm?
Oh.
So that's going to be 19 points of damage.
Did he confirm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, max damage with 20.
Well, she's still up.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Tell you.
Just
That's what you get. That's what you get feats for your animal companion.
okay. Yeah, but brutal chop down onto Corda. Oh, I kind of feel bad a little bit.
You don't feel bad.
Sure.
He's trying to sell us a
Sure.
bridge on that one.
And the Oscar goes to the daytime Emmy goes to.
Oh dear. Okay, then we're gonna have another guy shoot from the darkness at the retreating trunk with Fairy in tow. Oh, that is a 20.
I will grin into the darkness as it plinks off of my skin.
All right, what do you have going there?
This is iron skin.
Iron skin.
Increases my natural armor by 4.
Whoa. Wow. Okay, that's a really good spell.
Ain't it?
That's why I picked it.
Okay, then all right. That's,
We can have wins too, Don.
You are allowed your wins.
I will try and make my smirk look so intimidating that he's so far away instead of one more point would have gotten me. But
Okay, so Trunk.
That seems like testing the fates as the wolf comes out.
you said wolf, not bear. Hey, take that mini thing away.
Well, when you guys were hearing the dire wolves.
I have a distant memory.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at these approaching wolves like, we already killed your king. Just go away.
Okay, the first dire wolf circles around Trunk and is going to try to halt you in your tracks by taking a large bite out of you. And that is a total miss. Rolled a 3. So snap, snap. No trip for him this turn.
No treat for you. Go
No
away.
treat for you. The other one, so he held back on the wolf who was growling because he wanted to get another shot with his bow because he much prefers that. Well, that is a 23 to hit you with the bow.
I say plink as it hits me.
Okay, then that will be a hit. So that is going to be 7 damage.
All right.
Okay, so that's those two. Worded around. So this other guy is moving. Okay, so we've got some movement over there. You've yet to see the illustrious chief. You're pretty sure Gravelbeak is not yet on the scene. I think that's going to be it for their turn. Zinnia, you no longer have to crank the machine. Goblins and wolves are coming from all around. Unda's being carried hopefully off to safety, but Trunk is getting run down here by a giant wolf. What do you want to do? There's a lot going on here now.
Yes. So I shall fly.
How high up do you want to go?
I am remaining, we'll say 15 feet.
Okay, so you go up 15 feet, come flying up over the campfire.
Mm-hmm. And so I want to do a spell that says a cone-shaped burst, but it doesn't tell me how big that cone-shaped burst is.
Well, it should tell you like 15 feet, 20 feet. Which spell is it?
Flurry of snowballs.
You guys are breaking out things I've never seen at the table.
It's a 30-foot cone.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, so 30-foot cone. Okay. So
Well, that's just the range.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
so
cone
the
starts
cone
from you.
5, 10, 15.
Oh.
It goes up to 30.
Well, that's not quite what I. Well, I didn't want to get Corda in it, though.
It'd be appreciated.
Cordia probably doesn't want to be got in it. So now that you have a better understanding of that, you like if you were
I mean, in theory, you can still aim like to the left of the goblin, so Cord is on the outskirts of it.
So the edge is
you
like
could
to your right diagonally.
Okay, let's try that.
yeah, I actually have a spell template here that might help you. A 30-foot cone is actually really large. And then he
I don't
puts
know.
this tiny
I don't
little
know.
cone on there.
That's weird.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5, 10,
What the hell is that?
But again,
30-foot
20.
cone.
you know, you're angling it.
Yeah, so like that's a really big spell. So yeah, if you wanted to try to like
Well, I don't want to get Nipper either. Oh, wait, that would work. Wait, yeah.
so like if you were the target there,
Right there.
But that's not getting.
yeah, you would need to sort of do one more down there. But you could tell Nipper to get like you could have Nipper move first.
Okay. But
So Nipper could retreat.
okay, Nipper retreated.
All right. So basically, yeah, you've circled around now towards the south side. Trunk is just a little bit off to your left, quarter to your right, and then behind you now is Nipper and Daerun. As you spread your arms wide, your cone was going to encapsulate pretty much the campfire, strong arm, big ears, but not quarter. So you'll hit 2 opponents. I was just thinking, I'm trying to not to be, I mean, if you wanted to try, you could probably even.
So my screen just like, oh, there it was.
Pivot.
Yeah, I was like thinking if you could probably actually try to get the wolf too.
Which would be great, but I still don't want to get Corda.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she went over, you would have to maybe one more there like that and then move it over. But that would be only,
There you go.
you can
Okay.
move a little bit more and that would probably.
Yeah, if you move down to Daerun's space,
Okay, I'll move to Daerun's
then
space.
basically, yeah, you spread your arms wide, and then that would narrowly miss Trunk, narrowly miss Corda, and capture, yeah, the wolf, strong arm, and big ears, and the campfire. And
I did not realize exactly how big this cone was. So yeah, I'm going to do that.
she's like, I
Snow.
never really used this. It's always one of those winter things. You had fun.
I mean, this is a brand new spell.
Yes, this is brand
So this will be one of those.
new.
What if I did this and this?
Oh my gosh, that does a lot of damage.
Yes.
So they get reflexes for half. Basically, you flurry of snowballs, hurling 30-foot cone, 46 damage as they're pelted by icy spheres.
46? It's a second level spell?
Yeah.
Oof.
So give me 4d6 damage.
Wizards.
I mean, I heard him say 46.
46.
Like 4 times in a row. So
46.
46 is just how much damage it is.
That's only 13.
Okay, so let me give some reflex saves. We'll start with the wolf over here. He definitely fails, so he will take 13. Okay, and then strong arm. He succeeds, so he will take
Mhm.
6. And big ears. What is your DC?
Mm,
It's the level of the spell plus your spell stat. So 10 plus 2 plus what's your intelligence bonus?
3, 15.
15. All right, and his reflex, they're pretty well. No, that's not going to be it. So
Fail, you dirty goblin.
okay, so so strong arm dodges most of the blow. The wolf is pelted by the snowballs, yelping in pain. And you see Big Ears just take this icy snowball right in the face.
Mm.
And he just hits the ground hard. His eyes are just kind of frozen over, never to see the light of the sun again.
Kids, when you're going to have a snowball fight, do not invite Zinnia.
Growing up in Minnesota, I know exactly how this feels. Melted in the
Very
face
show-
by a snowball. I have been there. Just make sure that when the kids are making snowballs and having snowball fight, they're not gathering any rocks.
Ooh.
Yeah, because this is definitely one that had rocks in it. Okay, then
I
good
put up
jo-
my hand for a little high five for Zinnia.
Yes.
Okay, then that is Zinnia Nipper, and then it is now Trunk still carrying the Unda. What did you want to do? Were you wanting to send her on her way and try to fight, or do you want to football her out of here?
I mean, footballer. Yuck. Well, I told her that if she felt she could, to run for that corridor whenever she was ready. Otherwise, she's welcome to just play piggyback, and that's, I guess, up to her.
I think she wants to stay. If you can carry her, or she can climb onto your back.
Well, then I will kind of shuck her over the side so she's
Okay,
my body is now her shield.
all right. I'm just gonna move her pawn just kind of off, just so we don't confuse things. Then, so she.
I have
Yeah.
an Unda backpack.
All right, so
Excellent.
she's like grabbing around your big meaty neck with her frail little green arms, and you hear her breathing heavily. What do you want to do as
Okay.
you're like next to this wolf?
So now I have picked up a new feat,
Oh,
combat casting.
nice.
So I'm juggling like 19 different systems in my brain. So if
You
I
got-
want to cast a spell and I'm currently adjacent to him and I have combat casting.
You get a +4 to your concentration check.
Okay. So it still provokes an attack.
It does.
And all that other good
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
So it's still 15 plus the level of the spell, but you roll at your level and your spells, your level plus
+4.
+4.
okay.
So you have basically +7 with a DC of, I mean, if you're doing a second level spell, that'd be 17. So it's still not amazing.
quick doing math in my brain.
Math is hard. Are you doing a second level spell?
Yes.
All right. So you need sounds like you need a 10.
That is going to be a 14.
Okay. So so what level spell you cast?
It's first.
First. Okay. So that's DC 16.
So
So you would roll and you added 7.
you roll and add 7, and the target you're trying to get is 16.
Okay. Then I failed that.
And then he would get an
Okay.
attack.
Yeah. Okay. Math rules. So you, you've got a river fairy distracting you on your neck as you're trying to like concentrate. You feel the other wolves circling around you. This one snarls and snaps. He misses. So your spell goes off.
Sanctuary.
You dirty rat. No.
And with that, he's taken his attack of opportunity anyway, and now we'll have a harder time doing so. I'm going to start backing away from all of them. At this point, I'm just going to move to here, and I'm going to tell the rest of my party, get to the corridor, let's get out of here.
Okay, so Trunk has retreated towards the exit where Darun and Nipper are kind of clumping. Zinni is retreating. We've got Corda getting ready to retreat. I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish out this round because this is not quite over. Tommy.
I would like to. I'm going to take out my bow and I'm going to shoot at the one with the battle axe. That's by Corda.
Gotcha.
And as a free action, I would like to echo Trunk's sentiment, like, get to the corridor. And then let's see if I'll hit that goblin. No, probably not. That is 16.
That does hit.
Oh, sweet. That's a 9 points of damage.
Wow. Okay. So he literally has 9 hit points left. So that puts him at 0. So he is staggered. So your arrow just probably catches him in the neck. He doesn't even realize how bad it is. Still on his feet, but Yeah, it is. Things are really horrible for poor Strong Arm as you're shouting to your allies. And then to round us out.
So Corda is going to tell her to, come on, girl, let's go. So she's going to step away using her turn as disengage. And she's got 50 feet, so I imagine she can probably get back here or wherever.
Yeah, she can double move.
So then I am going to... So if I hold a spell, is it till before my next turn? Because I want to basically clear everybody out and then cast a spell. That's what I want to do. So tell me if I can or how I do that. Or do I just, since I'm the last person, it's just the end of the round anyways? Because I want to get Zinnia out of the way.
Oh.
She's kind of on me, I suppose she's on, you know what I mean? I want to basically back up and wait for everybody else, but I can always do that next round too. So
well, she is 15 feet up. What spell are you doing?
It's not going to be pretty. Stone Call, so it's a 40-foot radius, and it just piles of stone just drop down, and I want to do it on everybody left. Just to not necessarily kill them, but just to because it's rough terrain, and so I just want everybody move, cast a spell, all the stuff drops, but we're not in that radius, and then we hightail it out. That's my thought, my process. Sorry to take it off.
I do love it, but just because of the way timing goes, if
I don't know, holding my spells until I can go before my next turn, or is it just since I'm the last of the round? I'm kind of.
They're gonna go. So basically, unless you positioned it to not hit Zinnia.
Yeah, I would. You know, I mean, I can. If Big Ears looks like he's hurting, then I would cast.
Big Ears is down.
Okay.
Yeah, he's dead.
Then
Strong Arm looks like he's gonna just pass out.
Yeah, so I'll do it over here on top of them. Like I'll use my movement to get back far enough, but able so I can see them, and then cast that.
All right, and you said 40-foot radius?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, right. So that's why I kind of 40-foot radius, 20 feet high.
What's the range?
100 feet plus.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I'm not worried about the range. It's a nice one.
Okay. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna bring out the radius marker, and that is probably gonna be where we will end.
Beautiful thing is there's no saving throw.
Yeah, that's horrible. You guys really broke out.
So I'll just do it to the left. So it catches. So basically, this is as far as it gets towards us. No closer than that. So then it should get the fire and everything and keep Zinnia and Trunk out of the way. So it's really kind of more centered probably around here.
Well, there's people you can't see.
Sure, but I'm just seeing what I can see, like.
Yeah. All right, so 40-foot radius, a 10, 20,
there
30,
would be in the
40,
edge of it.
50.
The closest I can cast to them, I see the wolves and the...
God, that is so huge.
Yeah. 20 feet high, too. So
I mean, so basically... you'd probably go one more space
probably
that
10
way.
feet maybe over. Yeah, like that. Yep.
Okay. Brutal.
And then it does 2d6 damage the first round. Only that one round it does.
So it's almost like a cave-in
Yep.
is what it functionally looks like, as stones
might
just...
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, do you roll per person? Or is that...
It just says anybody who's in that takes 2d6. So I just... Pebbles fly, or dirt, gravel, and pebbles fill the area, dealing with 2d6 points of bludgeoning damage to every creature in the area.
Okay. And then it
So
becomes...
that's more of you. That's just that as the first time the spell cast. Then it's just rough terrain.
And there's no residual damage.
Correct. And
Okay.
then disappears after the 3 rounds. Goes away.
Okay. So, yeah, you just see it looks like a flurry of stone falling from the ceiling, filling the area, barraging down on the 2 wolves, Stinkfoot, and the hidden people that were just kind of, the guy on the ledge, another one that was just about to come out of the darkness. And they are all getting pelted as that whole area becomes difficult terrain. Definitely. I know.
Wow, finally. That would have been nice, huh?
Yeah, I would have loved to see some boxcars there because we could have had a lot of insta kills. However, difficult terrain is still pretty good because it's going to really slow people, and it is dramatic. So, like half the room is covered in like snow and ice, and the other half is by stone.
So
And
just the dust itself is just fills the area like smoke.
And poor Strong Arm is afraid of moving because
Yeah,
the
right.
ground is like,
He's
no.
fall to the ground, so he gets up and totally forgets.
well, yeah.
One
So
more.
with strong arm, because he's at 0.
Right,
If he even moves, he will take 1d6 and die.
right.
But he doesn't.
Well, for one more round, then it's only
yeah,
three
but he
rounds.
doesn't know that.
Sure.
So that is exactly what will happen.
I think that
nice.
this is just a curse forever.
5 points
So-
of damage. There he is. Finally.
So we've run long. Maybe that makes up a little bit for running short last week, but we're gonna stop there at a dramatic climax. Will the party make it out alive? Will the goblin succeed? Will you guys free the river fairy? We're gonna find out next week.
Okay.
Okay.
It's happening.
It's happening. Goblin slaughter.
Goblins. Goblin slaughter. All right. See ya.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to our show. If you haven't already, please subscribe to us and leave a rating and review. This is the best way that you can support us, as it helps get us in front of more listeners like yourself. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, and of course at adventuresedgerpg.com. And if you are going out on your own adventure, it helps to make a plan before you instigate a major conflict with your foes. Stay safe out there.